Does God want to stretch your faith and have you ready for these last days that we're living in? Yes, he does. And do you know what? He did that with his disciples, and he is going to do that with us. And he can do it in a rapid order, and we can grow to this level very quickly. We just need to get the right kind of food, and that's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at another instance where Jesus was teaching his disciples end-time faith. This is John Dowler of Prayer Builders in Winona, Minnesota. Now today, I want to go back. In our last lesson, we were actually looking at the lesson where Jesus had fed the 5,000. And there was all kinds of things that we could have got into in that. But what I was wanting to focus on is everything Jesus was doing with those disciples. I mean, Jesus knew that when he was gone, he knew that those disciples, they were the ones that were going to have to carry this forth. And they were going to have persuasion. They were going to have faith. They were going to have to, and that was the thing that would irritate him the most, because he knew in order to see God's will done, it requires faith. The Bible says in Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 6, without faith it's impossible to please him. For they that come to God must believe that he is, and that he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. And do you know what? That is literally the keys of the last days. We have to have faith in God. We have to believe that he is in our situation. And we have to believe that he is a rewarder. And basically, that word rewarder means he's going to supply the paycheck. Remember that Jesus said when he sent those disciples out, and he said, when you go, don't take anything with you. When you go out from town to town, don't take any money with you. Don't take any food with you. Take no extra clothes with you. And then he says, why? Because the laborer is worthy of his hire. In some translations, that actually says the laborer is worthy of his wages. Well, back in Hebrews chapter 11 and in verse 6, when it says that we must be, he's a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. That word rewarder is the same type of word talking about a wage being paid. Something being paid out. If you diligently, and look at that, the whole thing is tied to if you diligently seek him. Now, in these days that we're living in, if we have faith and we believe that God is, and that God is like here in our situation right now, because he said in chapter 13, he said, I will never leave you nor forsake you. He said that. He is ever present in our situations. And if we believe that, and if we believe that God is, and if we believe that God is able, when we are doing what he said, God is able to take care of these things, we are going to diligently seek him. We are not going to, and I pattern my life on that. The primary thing in my life, regardless of what I'm doing, any part of my life, is to diligently seek him, and that is what I go after. Right now, no matter what is going on in my life, I am pressing in and I am seeking him, and I am saying, Lord, show me. Lord, show me. And then a lot of times when I do that, I'm praying in other tongues. And I'm praying in other tongues, and I'm saying, Lord, show me. And I'm saying, Lord, show me. And sometimes when I'm praying in other tongues, saying, Lord, show me, I'll be praying in other tongues, and words will start coming out in English that I didn't choose. And they will literally be the answer to whatever I was. Or I'll see something. There will be something I'll see. I will just see the answer. It'll just like hit me. I'll be walking along praying in my prayer area at my home in the morning, early, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll be praying, and all of a sudden I'll see the answer. It will just like unfold right in front of my eyes, and I'll know what to do. And that's what I do. And if you diligently are a seeker of God, he will meet your needs. So I just wanted to encourage you with that today. I was going to get into another story, but I think I've already covered enough. And we're gonna look at this. We're going to look at some more miracles out of the Bible, and I'll probably be telling you more of my stories. personally, because I've got many stories where God has met those needs miraculously. So right now, I just want to speak blessing over you, and I'm so thankful you tuned in. And I would say, if you subscribe, then you'll know when these new videos come on, and you can keep being fed. Your faith can keep being fed so that you have faith for the last days. And I want you to remember this. Never forget this. Jesus is coming back.